تفضل استاذ رامز.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to our first investor presentation of 2025 for the full financial year ended 31st December 2024. We will try to be brief and we'll run. Please, if you can keep your questions till then. Just a brief overview of our company. As many of you are aware, obviously we're an Omani investment company, publicly listed, established since 1987. Are currently one of the largest investment companies in Oman with an investment book of 208 million riyal. Our investments are in varied sectors, mostly in banking, financial services, insurance. But we also have investments in utility, hospitality, medical supplies, and FMCG businesses in the Sultanate as well. A highlight of our major investments. Our major investment is Bank Dhofar, where DIDIC was the promoter and is the largest shareholder. Dhofar Insurance, once again, where we were the promoter and the largest shareholder. OIFC, a payment services company in Oman, with which we are about to merge. DFI, Dhofar Food and Investment Company, which is one of the largest. We are one of largest shareholders in that food company, along with other group companies. Major shareholders in DIDIC include prominent business groups such as Muscat Overseas Group, Malaktan Trading and Contracting, and FinCorp Investments, in addition to government pension funds. Many of these investors are also promoter shareholders in DIDIC. A highlight of our esteemed board. We have a board of 9, chaired by Sheikh Khalid Al-Mashani, with our vice chairman being Mr. Tariq Al-Ajeli. The overview, our board has been the same for the past year. Please feel free to go through the lists of directors. With respect to key management, I myself am the CEO, Ramiz Al-Amoudi. On my right is Mr. Vishal Makwana, our CFO. On my left is Mr. Jamal Rashid, our company secretary and our head of compliance. A highlight of our investment portfolio. We own 3 subsidiaries, Dhofar Investment and Real Estate Services, Garden Hotel, and Dhofar International Energy Services. Total value of the subsidiaries amounts to about 1 million riyal. The biggest investment category in our books is our investment in associates, which includes our investment in Bank Dhofar and Dhofar Insurance, OIFC, DFI, Financial Services, and Salala Medical Supplies. The total value of the associates in our books amounts to close to 180 million riyal. The market value of the same portfolio is lower at 139 million riyal. We maintain a portfolio of listed equities with some unquoted securities within that as well, of total value of 23.8 million. Major investments in that portfolio include Bank Muscat, Salala Port Services, and Dhofar University. We also provide funding to some of our subsidiaries to maintain operations. One of the larger line items in that regard is our loan to a subsidiary of about 3.6 million riyal. Just a little information on our major investments. All of these fall within our investment in associates category. The largest one being our investment in Bank Dhofar, valued at slightly more than 140 million, where our stake in that bank is 24%. As many know, Bank Dhofar is one of the largest commercial banks in the Sultanate. Established in 1990, it has more than 30 years of operations. It has a network of 118 branches with over 318 machines. The bank's total assets amount to 5 billion riyal, with shareholders' equity of 585 million riyal, and the market cap of 467 million riyal. Second comes our investment in Dhofar Insurance, where we own slightly less than 39%. The value of that investment is about 15.7 million in our books. Dhofar Insurance has generated excellent revenues over the past few years. Top line in 2024 amounted to 84 million riyal, with total assets of 137 million and a market cap of close to 25. The company was established in 1989 and operates a network of 42 branches across 7 regions and 7 regional offices. We own almost 38% in OIFC, carried at a value of 13.5 million. OIFC, as many know, is a leading payment provider in the Sultanate, established back in 1979. It also maintains a significant investment book, where the major investment is its 13% ownership in Bank Sahar. The total investment book in OIFC amounts to 140 million riyal, with shareholders' equity of 36 million. Another major investment in our associates is our investment in DFI, Dhofar Food and Investment, where we own close to 27%, valued at 7 million riyal. The DFI is a diversified FMCG business with operations in oil, edible oils, poultry, dairy, and cattle feed. It generated the total revenue of 87 million riyal in 2024. It maintains total assets of 90 million and has a market cap of 14 million. With respect to our P&L or income statement performance in 2024, we have reported the profits after tax of 8.3 million as opposed to 7.8 million in last year, with the major changes coming from the total income, where last year we went through losses or unrealized losses on certain investments that were reversed this year. We also have a reduction in finance costs, contributing to the improvement in net profits. With respect to the balance sheet, our total assets have grown from 224 million in 2023 to 226 million in 2024, and a resultant increase in shareholder equity from 133 million in 2023 to 137.6 million in 2024. Our outstanding borrowings have also been reduced by close to 3.6 million, from close to 90 million in 2023 to 86.4 million in 2024. This just shows a visual representation of the changes of the P&L items we just mentioned. As you will note, there's been a significant increase in total income as a result of the lack of unrecognized losses in this year's investment portfolio. We're also happy that our total expenses have gone down from 2.7 to 2.2. And our associates continue to perform well, with our share of profits from associates going up by 2.3% over the course of the year. Total finance costs have gone down by close to 12% as a result of the settlement of part of the debt. Taking a look at our major investment items, our investments in associates have gone up in line with the share of profits, so by about 2.5%, whereas our investment in equities has actually declined by close to 2% as a result of the sale of some investments and the falling value of one or two. Total debts have gone down by 4%, and our shareholders' equity has gone up by 3.5%. A few slides on the performance of some of our major associates, obviously the major being Bank Dhofar. As you will note, the performance of the bank is showing a positive trend. This is a trend that continues over the past few years, with net profit after tax going up by 12%, from 38.8 to 43.6. We also see an increase in net interest income. increases in loans and advances of close to 4%. Deposits from customers have increased by 12%. This is a significant increase year on year. And shareholders' equity has increased by 1.3%. We also see improvements in the quality of the credit, with the gross NPL improving to 4.6% from 5.9% last year, and a decline in the total value of loans classified as stage 3. Looking at Dhofar Insurance, it continues to grow significantly, with close to 20% increase in insurance revenues, growing from 70.4 to 84.2 million. There has been a sharp fall in net investment income, however, where this is as a result of one investment that has underperformed during the year. We expect the situation to reverse in the future. As a result, this had an impact on the net profit after tax that has actually gone down by 32% from 6.2 to 4.2. But once again, this is a result of the underperformance of a single investment, which we do not expect to continue in the future. The net result has been an increase of 12% in shareholders' equity from 23 to 24, with shareholders' equity reaching close to 40 million riyal by the end of the year. OIFC has shown a decline in its revenue from operations. This is to be expected, as we know that the traditional business of OIFC is waning. However, the company has more than compensated through the improvement in its investment in associate, or its share of profits from investment in associate. This has resulted in a significant increase in profits after tax from 3.5 million all the way up to 8.4, with resulting in a 25% increase in shareholders' equity. Of course, one highlight in OIFC is the increase of total borrowings from 89 million to 113, something that additional borrowings that were taken on board to maintain your level of investment in Bank Suhar, and the profits that have been generated from that investment rationalize that decision. Finally, we'll just take a small look at the trend, historical trend of our shareholders' equity and our outstanding borrowings. As you will see, our shareholders' equity has grown by a cumulative 157% from 2019 to 2024, reaching 137.2 million by the end of last year, while our long-term borrowings have reduced from 115 million down to 77.4 over the same period. This results to an improvement in our debt-to-equity ratio from 2.15 back in 2019 down to 0.56 currently. Thank you. This concludes the presentation, and I'll be happy to take any questions. If nobody has any questions, we will conclude this presentation. We will be happy to respond to any queries that come our way. Naturally, a copy of this recording and the presentation will be made available to everyone on the company's website and the MSX website. Thank you for attending this meeting. I wish everybody a happy Eid.
Thank you.
Thank you.